It's the Daily Comedy News with your host, Mark Pires. Join us for breaking headlines and all kinds of comedy shenanigans. Brought to you by The Beat Seat.
Good morning. Good morning, my friends. Welcome to the longest-running daily variety show, the MarkinsPires Show. Day 1943 in a row. We got a lot to get into today, so let's get going. What is this? I don't want to sign up for your stupid freaking thing over here, and it's now blocking out my screen. All right, we're going to go to a different channel and read something else. Joel Embiid battling mild case of Bell's palsy in health scare. We're going to talk about this and see exactly how bad it is. He shot and scored 50. So this is like one of those Jordan pizza stories, you know? Sick as a dog, like deathly sick, and goes out and shoots and scores 52. I think it's something like that. Let's see what it is, because I tried to get the info from NBA.com, and they're hitting us with all these little pop-ups. If you guys want to see these stories, head over to YouTube, subscribe. MarkinsPires, it says it right over my face over here. And we're live every day since December 31st, 2018. That's 1,943 days. We're just 57 days from 2,000 days in a row. Joel Embiid's push to play through a knee injury this postseason also featured another behind-the-scenes health scare. The 76ers star has navigated what ESPN described as a mild case of Bell's palsy, which according to the Mayo Clinic, causes sudden weakness in the muscles on one side of the face, with that side appearing to droop and leading to difficulties with shutting that side's eye. Well, I guess you can see that right here. It's the first time I've seen a photo of it. Look at that. It looks like he's winking. And he's like, go for the alley-oop. You know, he gave the wink, but it's not. It's a mild case of Bell's palsy. This is scary stuff. I'm wondering a few things, like where did this come from? Has he ever had a bout with Bell's palsy before in his life? Did he get the bugaboo? Just questions. It's been tough, but I'm not a quitter, so got to keep fighting, Embiid said. Embiid's condition was revealed after Philadelphia's win, which trimmed its series to a deficit of 2-1. He set a playoff career high with 50 points and became the first 76ers player to reach that threshold in a postseason game since Allen Iverson. AI, you guys remember when he was doing the crossover? I used to do that crossover. I taught him everything you knew. When Iverson came out to the back courts in Toms River, New Jersey, he's like, yo, Pires, show me that crossover. And I'm like, this is how you do it, Al. You go like this, you double decker it, and then when you come back, they're like, oh, he's shaking it. He's shaking it, It's all about the shoulders. You got to shake those shoulders. I turned it into a salsa lesson for AI. AI went out there. He's like, I'll take it from here. I was like, okay, bud, you got it. He didn't pay me anything for the advice. I'm still waiting for that, fact. We have a Zabrowski woohoo coming up, by the way, guys. Yeah, Allen Iverson, please. No, I'll wait. Can you wake him up? We're here doing the show. Oh, hold on, I'm sorry. We have a Zabrowski woohoo. Can you hold on for a second? I'm sorry, what was your name? Oh, Terrence, hold on. Zabrowski, you almost jumped it. So listen, Terrence, I'm trying to get in touch with AI. Yeah, no, this is Mark Pires. I'm the host of... Yeah, MarkinsPires. What? Are you kidding me? You're... Terrence! I had no idea you're such a big fan of the show. No, that's awesome. I didn't know you were in the chat here on YouTube right now. Hold on, let me just check. I'm going to see if I can say hi. Hillybilly's in there with you, right? Mr. B says that Joel got the old bugaboo, You don't know the story? Yeah, he has a mild case of Bell's palsy. We're trying to figure out what happened there. Mr. B says he trusted the science. Yeah, no, okay, that sounds good, Terrence. Listen, I'll wait. Tell AI it's me. Alan, AI, remember me, Mark Pires, there at back courts, Toms River, gave you the old crossover Magoo. Yeah, that's right. You're a fan too? AI. So wait, you didn't pay me for the gig, but you've been watching the show. I haven't seen any donations from you, Patreon style. You know, I am demonetized. Yeah, no, anybody who has a voice is demonetized at AI. You should know that. You were very outspoken in your day. Anyway, you look at your crossover. I gave it to you. You know, I gave it to you with God's blessing, and you did a great job with it. You crossed Jordan. You know what I mean? And he's the greatest of all time. Yeah, no, LeBron's crap. No, I mean, he's great. He's very, very, very great, you know, but he's just not Jordan, you know? Like, some people float and look like they're art, you know? And then there's people who look like they're a freight train taking down a building and then maybe scoring at the same time or losing in the finals. You know, either way, you know, that's when we get it. Yeah, no, thanks, Terrence. Appreciate it. I mean, Alan, dang it, I messed it up at the end. You know, I thought I was talking to Terrence again. Of course, you guys know this is my remote control from my phone, my TV. Oh my goodness, and Mr. B, I'm so sorry to hear that. And I was just trying to make a little comedy because the world's so nuts, you know. Nima Resvin, my friend, good to see you. So guys, back to the Joel Embiid story. I just want to give it, you know, a little the due it is deserved. Embiid, 50 points, scores it. Bell's palsy in it at the same time. He would have scored 100. He's only after half, you could see only half his face, he got 50 points. Imagine if he had both eyes, access to both limbs, because you know he was just dribbling with the one arm too. Everything is off. It's like a mini stroke, I think. The symptoms began with migraines a day before the play-in win. What is the play-in win against the Heat? When they clinched the Eastern Conference's number 7 seed, to set up the first round series with the Knicks. But at first, Embiid thought they were just nothing, just like a migraine, you know, and then his face started to droop. And then he's like, I think there's an issue here. The outlook changed when he knew his body wasn't right when his droopy face. He collected 23 points and 15 rebounds still. Guys, remember, he would have doubled it. Just not feeling it, Embiid said. Wanted to keep it private and avoid distractions. A reigning MVP missed a chunk of time during the regular season. So anyway, heart goes out to Embiid. I hope he gets over this quickly. I'm glad to hear it was a mild case, because honestly, when I first did this story and I was popping it up, I was like, oh my goodness, the hell? This is like the MVP of the National Basketball Association has Bell's palsy? Like what? He's still navigating the Bell's palsy condition. He still earned the victory, shifted 69 points. What? Oh, he combined with Tyrese Maxey for 69 points. So the dude's a force to be reckoned with, even with Bell's palsy. He's going out with Bell's palsy and he's still scoring 50. I'm just saying, like, that's something right there. I wanted to tell you guys this story because I thought it was interesting. Owen Wilson. He was reportedly turned down 12 mil, guys. They wanted to give Owen Wilson $12 million to be in a movie that depicted O.J. Simpson as innocent. What? You want me to do what? Well, $12 million? Wow, let me talk to my wife. Wait, did you say I have to pretend that O.J. didn't kill his wife? What are we talking about? I'll do Zoolander 3, do Zoolander 4. We can't. O.J.? What? The juice. I can't do O.J. because he's got that really deep voice with the chin. Look at that freaking chin. God rest your soul. But that chin, right? That's a chin that can unlock safes at the bank. Owen Wilson. Baba Ganoush, right? We're going to do it. We're going to do it. Go out, do the movie. $12 million. We're checking out, doing Marley and Me. We're going to go out and do a movie with OJ. And he was going to do it, but OJ wanted to be considered innocent. So Owen said no go. No go. He's got integrity. Anyway, guys, story of the day, right? What is it? I don't even know yet. We're getting into it. We scroll the news here. If you head over to YouTube, all you have to do is see over the corner in my shoulder here, here's a little news story going on. I think that's the side. Yeah. And when you're there and you're looking at it, you will see all the news stories. Man who drove his Tesla off a cliff with family in the car was psychotic, doctors. You don't say. Yes, Dr. Phil, please. Yeah? Dr. Phil, the man who drove his car off the cliff was clearly psychotic. We talked to him for an hour. He laid down his testimony, And we were all like, that guy's psychotic. He's psychotic as a mother, right? And then nobody even thought twice about it afterwards. He's in a psych institute now. I'm going to visit him on Thursdays. Dr. Phil. That's pretty much dead on. Dr. Phil, you know. I did a whole bit on Dr. Phil here one day. I was just doing it, you know. Guys, how you doing out there? Thanks for joining. Thanks for the likes over there. If you can, hit the screen. The more people that do that, the more people will know that there's a show that's been live for 1,943 days in a row, twice a day. And I invented the only drum in the world for guitar players. It's called the Beat Seat. It's a sponsor of this show. You can order one at beatseat.rocks. And you can get one on TikTok in the shop. Anyway, guys, Owen Wilson, we did the story. Reportedly turned down $12 million. Of course I did. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do Zoolander. I'm going to check it out. Right? Baba Ganoush. We're going to do a Vince Vaughn. We're going to do next movie. I'm talking about my messed up nose. Right? Giselle Bundchen breaks down in tears to Florida police over paparazzi stalking her. They just wanted to know when she's going back to Tom, you know? 6'6", chiseled. So he wanted to play one more year and was miserably terrible. You know, should have left while you're on top. You win the Super Bowl. You walk away with that stupid ring, the 9th that he won or whatever, you know. I hated Tom Brady when he was a player because I was in New York. I liked the New York Giants. But you know what? We actually beat him. We were the only ones who did. You know, I act like I was on the freaking team. I played corner idiot. I was like, yay, team. They loved it when I cheered them on, you know. All those professional sports teams, and they how much they appreciate your interest in them, you know, and all that heart and spirit you give. Oh, Donnie's 6974, because they have numbers for each and every one of us. We're so special. Donnie, you know, when you went there with the stupid, your nips were painted the color of the team. You know, and it said in the middle, "Hi, I'm Donnie from Des Moines." Donnie from Des Moines. You're like in the locker room. That's all. They were talking about Donnie from Des Moines. You're like, "Do you guys see Donnie from Des Moines tonight? His nips." You know. Guys, this is live improv comedy. I just say stupid stuff, okay? We're in the moment. We're trying to just get away from the negativity for a little while. So if you could break away and just realize that I'm going somewhere, always, okay? I'm not sitting still. So if I see something or I think of something silly, I'm going to say it. It may not be funny to you, but it's funny to me. And that's what life is about. It's doing what makes you happy, okay? I'm not doing what I do in order to make you happy, no offense, but I'm doing it in order to keep myself level in this world that is disgusting right now. Filled with just negativity and hatred. I'm like, ugh. So I show up here, we have some fun, we laugh, we make some comedy news. Golden Bachelor. Guys, what's this about? Joanne, did you hear about the Golden Bachelor? Joanne. Wheezing? God almighty, Joanne. Ashley Judd's short statement on Harvey Weinstein's overturned case speaks volumes. Let's read it. I want to hear what Ashley had to say. On April 25th, 2024, New York appeals court's decision to overturn Harvey Scumbag of the Year Weinstein and his SA convictions raised some serious concerns about the integrity of the legal processes. What the freaking hell can you say anymore? You know, like for 30% of things you could say on YouTube now. You know, I'm trying to keep it. I'm still demonetized here, but still just don't want to get my channel canceled after 1,943 days in a row. So I'm just trying not to say anything that yeah, you're more harmful. I'm harmful to them, but I'm now more harmful. Oh goodness, this is so harmful, guys. When I do the comedy news for you, and then I write music live in the moment on a guitar and a drum that never existed until I invented and patented it. That's so harmful. Let's keep the world from that guy for 5+ years. Citing errors by the trial judge as the primary reason, the court narrowly granted Weinstein a new trial. Reigniting debate on how the U.S. legal system addresses allegations of SA in the wake of the Me Too movement. So appeals court ruled that the trial, which resulted in a 23-year sentence for Weinstein, was flawed because it included testimony of uncharged and alleged prior SA against persons other than the complainants of the underlying crimes because the testimony served no material non-propensity purpose. Yeah, I said it all. I don't know what it meant, but I said it. This implies that evidence of Weinstein's alleged previous misconduct not directly related to the charges should have been excluded from the jury's consideration. Critics argue, however, that omitting this context overlooks the importance of recognizing patterns of behavior in this scumbag motherfucker, you know what I mean? Who's just like, hey, you want to get in that next movie? Get over here, bang biggity boo in it with his sweaty, disgusting body. You guys know he had that odor, you know? Where it smelled like he just walked out of the sewage treatment center. And you're like, why were you the guy who poured the chemicals and the sewage into the, sewage treatment center, and then you didn't wear gloves? And now you're walking around with that, showering still, it's there. We got people walking by and throwing up. It's not because of how he looks, which is also pretty freaking disgusting. A pig, you know what I mean? But then, to also Stinky Magoo it. Stinky Magoo it. Friday morning laughs on the MarkinsPires show. Guys, we do that, all right? Oh, goodness. Further complicating matters, the court noted the synergistic effect. Oh, got to do this because clearly some douche wrote this, right? The synergistic effect of these errors was not harmless. Now, the only evidence against the defendant was that he's a freaking pig with body odor. That's disgusting. He can't wash. His arms aren't long enough to wash the hiney butt. He's got that issue. Stinky Pete. We had a guy, I'm telling you, his name was Stinky Pete. And he worked at the gas station. I only knew the guy for a minute because I was a kid. But Stinky Pete had little short arms. I'm so sorry, this is mean. But it's true. Oh, Stinky Pete had shorter arms. Couldn't reach his hiney butt. I've known some real freaking mentals in my life. This is crazy. I'm thinking about Stinky Pete. No, I can't. Oh. There's another guy. Oh, he was a sweetheart. I'm just going to start with that. Oh, my goodness. Nobody's going to see this. Who the frick hell cares? His name was Peter Forehead. I can't. Oh, he had an 8 head. Oh, goodness. It's like a freaking basketball. Oh, he lived a long life. This is the existence. You know, when you're growing up and you see this weird stuff and you just have to live with it, you know? Why am I thinking about that stuff? It's so weird. Because of Stinky Pete. You know, Stinky Pete had the short arms, guys. He couldn't reach his hiney butt to wipe his butt after he went to the bathroom. So they call him Stinky Pete. And I only saw him a few times, and believe me, it was a true story. You could see, he stunk. He was disgusting. You go in there and you're like, I'm not buying anything from this mobile. That's, I think, why he no longer worked there. Saw him at a Taco Bell once, you know. But 2 years after he was fired, most likely, because the place reeked. Stinky Pete. You know, Stanley. No, it was Stanley. Was it Stanley or Stinky Pete? I don't know. Stinky Stanley, whatever it was. That dude, you know, he had a rotten hiney butt after a while because if you can't clean it, you know. He's like walking through hydrants when they're midsummer night's dream for old Stinky Pete. Oh, goodness. What's there a hydrant? Let me go over and take a walk around. And he's walking around like this, like a Tyrannosaurus Rex. There's Stinky Pete. Short arms, you know. He's a sweet guy, from what I recall. I only saw him like a couple times, but then at the Taco Bell I saw him as well. You know. But Peter Forehead, that was another guy. Oh my goodness. My friend Brian I think he's the one who came up with that name. And he also was the one who said 8 head. I was like, that is the funniest thing I ever heard. Brian's out of his mind. Made me laugh a lot. I wrote a lot of comedies with Brian, a lot of ideas. He's the one who came up with the fart in the elevator, which if you haven't seen that, there's 2 or 3 versions. No, there's 2 versions so far. I did a third, I never finished. Haven't filmed the third, because like, here's how I can actually show you if you want to see this. Because as I said, I think we're at a point here, we're in the show where 20 minutes in, not many people are going to get this far in on the replay, right guys? So we're going to play this for you. This is a fart in the elevator, but this is the most recent one. I did, okay, I started doing these 1775 Bible pieces, if you guys have seen any of them. There's all these people have gotten millions and millions of views, but oh, it was in my 1775 Bible. I have it's my Bible. It's literally right here. It's been there since I started this show next to me. And I started that whole craziness because I found it in my Bible and I did a piece of content, which like everything else from TikTok and everyone else, they didn't really share me doing it. Someone saw it and was like, this is crazy. And then they started making up lies and pretending they were the ones who had the Bible, which kind of bothered me because this one specific guy had like 3.4 million likes on him saying, yo, I was reading in my 1775 Bible the other day and it said the craziest thing. And I'm like, why would anybody watch that shit and believe that guy and like it and leave all those comments when the real guy has the Bible in his hand showing it to you and they don't even share that? It's like, it's such a freaking biased platform. So I could tell many reasons why, but it's like everything I do doesn't get any play. Anyway, you see right here in the background. Let's see, I was trying to go to the Embiid story. Ashley Judd, Weinstein, overturned. Case, it speaks volumes. Guys, you see her? She's about to sing. Look at that piggaroo, guys, right? Look at that piggaroo. Some people see that guy and they're like, I could smell him through the screen, you know? YouTube, it's over my shoulder right there. An anonymous woman, Harvey Weinstein, has revealed her identity. And she said, that's the pig right there. She pointed him out in the lineup. She's like, that's the freaking pig right there. Smell him from here, behind the double-plated glass. He can't see me. I can see and smell him. It's that guy right there, number 3. Harvey Pigstein, right? Oh, the majority of determination perpetuates outdated notions of SV and allows predators to escape accountability, like wine pig, you know? Guys, don't hit me with some stupid thing here I keep getting it from TikTok. It's like, oh, you're being a bully. I'm like, it's freaking comedy news. It's called roasting a pig. You know what I mean? Like he's banging it out with people without their permission. You want to be in the next movie? Get over here in my hotel room and give me a massage on my disgusting back. You know that whole back is like a gorilla. He's got a freaking gorilla back. Look at that. Look at that freaking face. That hair, look at his chin hair. It goes all the way into the under part where he's got the tie on. It's down in there. He's a gorilla. You know it. That's what it's like. Sometimes they think he's dressed. They walk in, they're like, oh, I'm here to have a meeting with Weinstein. He's got a nice like fur coat on. Freaking pig, you know? You ever manicure yourself? Weinstein. Guys, so that's what's happening in the news today with Weinstein. I was going to show you the fart in the elevator. I think that's a good one. Sometimes when you're in it and you're trying to figure out how do you get the fart in the elevator? Let's see if there's any other stories. But bottom line is this is how it works. I do one person, and then I record the whole thing. And at the end, I push replay, and I show it back on green screen again as somebody else, and I'm playing off that first person. All right? So now there's 2 people on screen together, and I'm playing off both characters. It's me, both people. And then I had that filmed, and then I push back and record for a 3rd time, and now I walk onto the screen as a 3rd person in the scene, and I'm playing off the blank spaces I left from these 2 characters with my 3rd character. And God forbid I keep going, because I thought about once just putting like 10 or 15 characters in and doing some like kitchen table, you know, conversation, like almost like a Medea vibe where I'm everybody at the table, but just each person, somebody totally zany and nuts. And there's a room in there for me to create a ridiculous scene. And I'm going to probably do that at some point. I just haven't done much of that lately. We do have to get the 3rd fart in the elevator bit. It's not a fart in the elevator. It's actually fart in an office, which is another great bit. But the whole concept with Brian was, I told him once, it would be really funny if I was in New York, like if I was in an elevator in New York City, it's like dead quiet. This is what I thought about. I was like going in on these appointments when I was like 18 years old, 19 years old. And I'd walk into these elevators and I'm like this kid smiling, looking to say hi to everybody, and everybody's looking down and nobody really had cell phones. It was just kind of like some people did, but nobody was on their cell phones. It was like there was nothing. It was like you called people. That's all you had the phone for at the time. So people would stare at the ground. It was dead quiet. Every time I'd be in New York City, it was the weirdest thing. It's like nobody wants to talk to each other. Everybody's afraid of each other. You can't say hi to anybody. You can't smile at anybody. It's really weird. This is at the time. I don't know if maybe it's changed. And so I walk in the elevator, I'm like, man, it's so quiet. It'd be so funny if someone just farted. And that was the thought. I thought that the first time I thought it was like, so I said it to my friend Brian. I was like, how funny would it be if like I did a fake fart in an elevator? And like I'm in one corner, you're in the other one. And I just at one point just go, because I used to do these crazy, silly, like, it sounds like you're moving a piece of furniture. And just like lay it out there, right? And then he would be like, dude, you farted in the elevator? And like that would be the bit. And we get on an elevator. This actually happened at one point. We were like 3 years later. I completely forgot about coming up with the idea. And we're in an elevator. Brian's in one freaking side. I'm in the other. It's like the scenario is like set up perfect. And he looks at me and he goes, and I didn't know what he was doing at first. I'm like, what is he talking? And I go, oh my goodness, we're in an elevator. We're together. I'm in one corner, he's in the other, and everyone's dead quiet. It's like, this is the perfect scenario. And before I could actually drop the noise, this is what precedes the entire comedy, is you have to have a quiet moment for someone to go, and just lay out a toot. So then everybody goes, and Brian goes, dude, you farted in the elevator? And that would have started the whole laugh for me and him, or at least would have been an inside prank, you know? And we're sitting there, and I'm just looking, and right as I'm about to do it, he goes, dude, you farted in the elevator? And I'm like, and I looked at him, I'm like, no. And I just had to say no because there was no fart. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, you just destroyed the whole bit. The whole bit was let the comedy happen by the noise making everybody kind of go, ah. So we created that entire bit here on the show. There was 3 people on the screen about 3 years ago. It's called Fart on an Elevator in New York City, I believe. And then we did it again with Pope on an Elevator, or the Pope, the Vatican, what did we say? Something like, I don't know, I have to find it for you now. Let me just see if I can find this. I don't even know where to find this, to be honest. No idea where I put it. I'll try one place here and see if I can find it here. I doubt it. So I basically said there's toxic fumes at the Vatican, and the Pope was basically like rushed out, you know, some weird thing. Did I put it in here? I don't think so. All right. Well, I'll have to throw that to you. Oh goodness, Nima remembers that. You know what? I'm gonna see if I can find one of these bits because it's pretty funny stuff. Let's see. We did enough comedy news today anyway. Let me see if I can grab that for you. There's so many funny comedies. I mean, I've done 9 feature films. They're all goofy as hell. There's nothing that's serious about any of them. You know, it's like literally as goofy as you can imagine. Try to be as Adam Sandler-ish as possible. That's my stomach. I'm freaking hungry. That's what happens here at 10:45. Oh, guys, 10 minutes. There's a premiere. I'm giving you the link right now because this thing is, I'm doing some crazy comedy stuff. But if anybody knows who Dick Face is, do you know who Dick Face is? You're going to want to know who Dick Face is. So Face is basically my creation. And he's like Andrew Dice Clay minus the women abuse thing. It's the complete opposite. It's like Face wants respect. That's all Face wants is respect. And so I did a Face bit here, but it has to do with the squatters in New York, in the Bronx. And so I had to get Face out there to do the show, right? So if you can, hit that link right there on YouTube. Make sure you hit the bell. It will remind you in 10 minutes when I go do it. Hold on, I have to make sure I shut something off here. Hold on, just give me a second. I want to make sure we get as many people to see this as possible. So I've been taking it off from subscribers because I don't think it matters. Like when people who are subscribed to me see these things, they don't pop in and go watch them. So I'd rather find new people and see if they can enjoy this and join us. You know, I'm here every day. NASA, then the other thing we have at 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock, NASA shares images of the surface of Jupiter. Yeah, they could do that now. So we make fun of them. We make fun of that never going to the moon and all that good stuff. That's at 2 o'clock. And of course, lots of other stuff going on. Let me see, I'm just gonna push on something here. Oh, do you guys know I ripped apart my $1,000 amp and then rebuilt it? Check that out. That story went up yesterday. That was a lot of fun. And it took me about 10 hours of building time. I dropped that entire thing as a 53-minute piece. And what's cool is that on YouTube, it shows up full screen like this. So you can actually watch it in vertical, and you don't have to turn the screen sideways. You can only get half views. It's full view, and it's pretty cool. I think it was the music. I put 5 or 6 of my newest songs there and scored it. And like most of it was good. There's 3 parts where the music, I didn't get it. I should have reviewed the whole thing one more time, but it's like another 53-minute view in order to get to I thought I got all the music cues right, but there's a few parts towards the end that I'm saying a bunch of stuff. At least the lyrics, you can see the words at the bottom. You understand what I'm actually saying there. But the music is pretty fire throughout the entire thing. Anyway, I'm going to make sure you guys see this real quick, and then we're going to go watch this together. I'm going to put the Pope one on. Here we go. Pope X. Here, I got to change. Maybe I have to change the title. Pope evacuated toxic fumes at the Vatican. Did the Pope fart at the Vatican today? Did the Pope fart today? That's what I'm going to say. Because this didn't get any views, and it's freaking hilarious. So let's save that for a second here. I'm going to put the link up. And you guys on TikTok, you should head over to YouTube so you can see this. It's probably just the goofiest stuff in the world. Generates a realistic looking scene that didn't actually occur. Should I say that? I guess so. I mean, I hate these freaking things. They're trying to shut me down completely on YouTube. I don't want to get in trouble, so I'm just going to pop that up like that and see what they say. Let's put it on as Creative Commons. That means everybody can watch that. And let's save it. Here we go. This is the link. The Pope was evacuated. I gave you the link, didn't I? No, that first link is for the premiere in 5 minutes. This right here is some crazy stuff. It's just a minute. That's all it is. That's why I want to play it, because we have the premiere starting soon. Here we go.
Randall! This is the one from the brochure!
You say, oh my goodness, in every room. Some couple.
Randall! Randall!
Goodness, the guy just dropped a freaking bomb. Yeah, we just got in. Dropped off the bags, and what the I'm in like a cathedral or something. I don't know what the hell this is. This is crazy.
My
we got like
God,
murals
no.
on the walls and stuff.
Randall! This is the one from the brochure!
You say, oh my goodness, in every room. This is my favorite line.
Randall! Randall!
Goodness, the guy just dropped a freaking bomb. This is like a cathedral. Yeah. Can you keep that inside? Not inside here, though. I mean, like inside you. What? No, don't. You can't blame her. I saw you do it. You went like this. You lifted a leg. He lifted the leg. He did lift the leg. Second favorite line. No. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. What the? Did you have corn today? Gosh almighty. It's salsa. It's salsa. Yeah, it's salsa. I'm so sorry. Sorry about that.
Randall!
Yeah, no, I'm gonna get the hell out of here. Oh, I love that bit. So that's the idea of the fart, series. I just had this idea of doing fart scenes wherever there's something uncomfortable or you wouldn't want it. Like maybe like the next one would be at like, oh, I can't tell you the next one. I just thought of it though. Where's my pen? Oh goodness, guys. That's why I love this show. Just the moment creates so much comedy. Oh goodness. I gotta find a pen. Oh man. If I don't say it, I'm not gonna do it, and I have to say it. Yes, the character with the long hair. Nima remembers the other fart in the elevator, which is a lot of fun. That was the crazy one where I was the rock and roller bit, and Dick Face was in that. That was a really good bit. But that one's about 6 minutes long, and we have 5 minutes until this premieres. So I'd like you guys to please head over to YouTube on TikTok, subscribe and turn on all notifications for MarkinsPires. You're going to see this piece of comedy in 5 minutes that no one's seen yet. It's 9 minutes long, 10 minutes long. Hilarious stuff about this squatter in New York City who started renting out the rooms to other illegals. Like, I freaking tore this guy apart. Again, this is the second story for this idiot. And then, of course, Dick Face got involved. And then it was like, Face's on his own thing. You know, hold on now, man. I'm here. I'm at the Bronx. I'm at my table with an espresso and a biscotti. Right? So you don't want to miss the Foch. He's going to take over the show for a few minutes. The comedy news. And then there's 2 other pieces of comedy coming today, guys. 2 o'clock. The NASA thing. These friggin' idiots, right?
Hey, look, it's Jupiter's surface.
Okay, nice CGI. The CGI masters are actually the worst at it because you could always tell that's fake, you know. Anyway, make sure you join, subscribe, turn on all notifications. I will see you a little bit later. We have Liberty and Freedom. Chris Donaldson, kill it and grill it. I got Nima Rezvan, my friend. Hilly Billy, he's here. I got Mr. B714. I hope you're still kicking it with us. You're awesome. Thanks for kicking it for the show today. Remember, daily, kill it, right? We're doing it twice a day. We're going to be live later with that guitar. I still don't hear it. I don't know why. But we're playing music. I wrote something ridiculous last night. We took the talk box out last night. Talk boxing it probably every night going forward because now we can just literally say things on the guitar like nasty. It was so cool. I can't wait to drop that as well. I'll be pulling that stuff down and working on it. So much music coming at you, so much comedy coming at you. This is the most producing show on earth that doesn't make a penny. So if you have any opportunity to support me just by showing up, it's appreciated. And we do it twice a day since December 31st, 2018. Guys, 3 minutes till, 1 minute till the premiere. I gotta go. Hit that link. Hit that link. Let me give it to you one more time. If you guys are out there and you are about to tune in to the funniest news story at 11 a.m., it's called Squatter Caught Renting Rooms to Other Illegals. That's a terrible title, I know, but whatever. I'm not good at creating the titles. Making some silly. Hope to see you in a little bit. I'll see you in the chat.